Hello, this is going to be my attempt at making a tutorial for Oracle of Ages. This is actually take 2, the first time I forgot to turn on GBA mode, which is important. So this isn't exactly going to be a tutorial for beginners, though perhaps beginners could find it helpful. But I'm actually going to be going really in-depth into a lot of things, even little things that could save frames. And I'm going to be using the hardest route, which involves a double frame perfect bomb boost and a gel boost to jump across the 3-hole gap. So if that sounds fun, continue watching. Oh, and I should mention I did start an RNG manipulation before doing this. Yeah, so all it is I hard reset the console and I just went through the title screen as fast as I could. That's all I had to do to set it up. Alright, so here, gonna save state. You want to move up sooner rather than later, or else Impo's going to be lower down than you want her to be. Because right now, I can just move right here, and Impo's really high up already. Whereas if you wait, then Impo's going to have to move farther. So yeah, you want to move up here first, and then aim for about here. Ideally, you want to move the link straight up. And something interesting about this little stone here is that you can actually move diagonally while pushing it. Most blocks don't act like that, so you can start pushing, move upright. Somehow I double talked to that guy. It seems like if you press A on a specific frame after finishing talking to them, like one frame after you finish talking to them, you'll talk to them again, even if you're holding a direction. Alright, so I should have mentioned that screen where you saw Nehru singing and Link just looking at her. You can cancel it by pressing A. Some people don't know that. Otherwise it'll just stick around for another second or so. I don't know why I'm recording at 30 FPS. I'm not streaming this. But oh well. So text smashing in this game, I use a controller, and I recommend everybody use a controller, because that's how you're supposed to play the game, but that's a holy war for another day. So I just use both my thumbs to mash the A and B buttons. That's all there is to it right now. But sometimes you're going to want to mash perfectly so you don't press A or B any extra times. So I'll talk about that a bit when the time comes. I'll just talk about it now, actually. Basically, what I try to do is I try to mash until the text box is about to end, and then you can actually cancel text boxes with the D-pad, with any direction button. So once you get to the end of the text box, you just press the direction you want to go in. I try to, anyway. It can be difficult when you're trying to go fast, of course. I don't always get it properly. But I do that when I want to avoid using my A or B button items. If I do have like the power bracelet equipped, I'll just mash that button, because it won't do anything if I press it extra times. Alright, so right here, this is very important. You don't want to miss this. So Link's going to walk to about down here. You want to press start to select, and the music keeps going. Very important. I forgot to mention, you want to push the touchstone to the right instead of to the left, because otherwise it's going to be over here, and if you move it to the left side, it's going to move down a bit. Yeah, just a minor thing. Anyway, and speaking of minor things, I want to talk about wall clipping. If you played Link's Awakening, you probably know what wall clipping is. Basically, if you walk straight into the wall like this, you can get only so close to it. If you walk into it from the side, you can actually get closer to it. So I'm actually 2 pixels closer than I was before. Maybe you can see. So this is a minor optimization thing, but I try to take advantage of it wherever I can. And for walls above Link, you can clip 2 pixels closer. For all other walls, you can only clip 1 pixel closer. So I guess it makes more of a difference for walls above you. It's still not a huge thing, but something I try to keep in mind. Alright, so you're going to enter Maku Road, and you're going to get a text box. What I do is I press A and up in quick succession. I find that's the fastest way to get past the text. Because again, directional buttons cancel text boxes, so A up. And here, it's actually faster to move left around this rock than it is to move right. It's just because Link's subpixel value starts at 0, and 0 is a bit closer to the left than it is to the right. So you want to move left. And it's like 1 frame, time save, 1-2 frames at most. Another thing, I do play on English. I mean, like I said, this isn't really a tutorial for beginners. But if you don't know why I'm playing on English, it's because there's a glitch called Veran warp at the end. And it's really dumb. It corrupts random memory, and it only works because of very specific bytes in the US version of the game. It only works because specific bytes are in specific places, not because of any actual bug fixes or anything. It just happened to work out this way. The US version happens to have this glitch work. There's a thing called corner boosting off NPCs, but no, I'm not going to talk about that. It's not worth it at all. Okay, it is kind of worth it in Tokay Island. I'll talk about that then. So you want to get this gaseous seed right now for this route. And plant it right away. You want to plant both seeds before Dungeon 1, because otherwise you're not going to get enough kills to make the seeds grow. So for this text, like right here, there's going to be lightning. You want to mash through this, like all text of course, but RNG actually kind of advances while that text is growing because it checks RNG to decide whether or not to make lightning strike. And remember, I've got an RNG manipulation going. I started it at the beginning and it's still going. So if you don't know how RNG manipulation works, it's just, in this game, the RNG doesn't advance unless you do something random. So right now the RNG value is static. So swinging my sword will affect the RNG. Screen transitions affect the RNG. I guess that's just their way of scrambling the value. So here you want to dig and then slash a bunch of times. Say 5 times. It's been a while since I've done this, so yeah, like ask Zolas how to do this optimally, because I don't really know. Anyway, you want to keep going until this screen and slash. Well, no, don't slash. You've slashed already, so just dig until you get the rupee. Zolas apparently knows how to do the exact number of slashes based on what lightning he saw. I don't really know yet. Anyway, just spend your money immediately on this cashew seed. You can also kind of manipulate the gels 2 rooms from now. But these keys will mess up your RNG. Because like they use up an RNG value every 2 frames, so Like, you're gonna see a set number of patterns in that gel room, and you can kind of adapt them. Alright, so you want to enter this room from the left side. This is actually kind of important. It's not important, but important for the frames. See, you're gonna fall down twice, and both times you fall down, you're gonna want to move left. So you want to enter this from the left side, because that sets your respawn point to the left side. That's what I was saying about not pressing a button extra times. What I was trying to do was I was trying to mash B and then press D-pad down. I didn't really do it correctly, but that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to press D-pad down to cancel the text box. Ow. I like to push this from the bottom because I can't really, while it's moving, I can't really get here immediately. I don't know how to explain this. It's a very minor thing. But I believe it's, when I was testing it, it was faster to move from the bottom here and then move up to hit the button. Because like otherwise you have to wait like a few frames to hit the button. And you can use those few frames you have to wait to move up. I shouldn't even be talking about this because it's like a minor thing. It probably doesn't even matter for real-time runners. Alright, so I like to try to wall clip here. Now, like another thing about wall clipping is like it makes the game a bit finicky because like I wall clip into this wall. Like that's just optimal movement, you know? Like I'm here and then I press up and then the game automatically puts me to the leftmost spot. But then I move up and I can't hit the staircase. So I try to move 1 pixel to the right. So yeah, the wall clipping actually makes this game a bit finicky. I don't really need rupees, do I? I need 20 rupees actually for this route. You need 20 rupees in total. From drops. Alright, so funny thing about the macro tree. If you move a bit to the left, then the seed satchel is actually going to spawn on the right side, so you'd think that would be faster. I'm not going to measure this text twice. So, if I don't move at all, it'll drop on the left side, so that's a bit farther away than where I want to go, right? So this should be slower. But remember that stupid glitch Veran warp I was talking about. It reads a bunch of random memory from random places and all over the ROM and the RAM. So the place where this... it records the exposition where this fell, because, you know, if I leave and re-enter, it has to remember where this fell. So it records this. And the Veran warp reads that, because it's reading a bunch of arbitrary memory all over the place. So I need to let this fall on the left side for it to work in our favor. It still works if it falls on the right side, but it saves a bit of time. Alright, so I want to talk about something here. So there's this fade out, fade in transition when you move between screens. You can skip that by doing an equip. It takes about 30 frames, and you can do an equip to skip those 30 frames. So, move in here, mash start, equip your thing, and you just skip the fade in transition. And you can tell because when you go through here, look at this thing. Like, look, when you start moving, Link hasn't even started moving yet, and this thing is like more than halfway past the screen. Now, do your equip here, and look, you start moving just as that thing at the top starts moving, so you can actually see that it does save time. And in Seasons, there are even places where you can do this in underground sections in order to like set moving platforms. Like you can move before the moving platforms start moving, so you can actually make some cycles earlier. I mean, I don't think there's anywhere in this game where it's helpful aside from Dungeon 5, but you don't have to do that part of the dungeon in this route. Anyway, yeah, so both cashew seeds are planted now. Important to plant them both before Dungeon 1. Okay, so you want to fall into the left hole here. If you fall into the right hole, the camera's going to have to scroll more, so you want to follow the left side. Also, I'm pretty low on hearts. I wonder how that happens. It was because of the keys, wasn't it? It's always the keys' fault. Alright, so if all goes well, you should get sub 11 entering Dungeon 1. I press... hang on. I press B twice and then D-pad, that's what I'm trying to do here. That's how it should be. Alright, so this is my strat for this room. Except I missed. But yeah, that's how it goes. So this thing, apparently it moves sooner if you push it from the exact middle. This thing is kind of weird. It's also like the touchstone at the beginning, where you can move diagonally while you push it. So it's like I start pushing it, move diagonally, so I'm a bit closer to where I want to go. And this genie is pure RNG. The thing about keys, well, I'll talk about the keys later, but if you scroll the screen down, the key falls from the top of the screen, so if you can scroll the screen down a bit, it won't have to fall as far. There's often not much you can do about that in this room, but there's more consistent places where you can do that. I actually forget which way is faster, to be honest. It's been so long since I've done this. I believe it's faster to go right and then left. It was a matter of like a fraction of a second, if I recall correctly. Also, I'm supposed to... I don't know, it's been a while since I've done this. So, in old routes you'd get the gaseous seed here, but we already got the 2 gaseous seeds because we were running in GBA mode. We can go to the advanced shop and buy a gaseous seed from there. This mini-boss, you kind of want to go to the right. If you go far enough right, he'll move back up. If you don't go far enough right, he'll keep moving down. So you want to move right far enough so that he comes back up. After that, I don't really know how to manipulate him. I was lucky that he didn't give me more of his babies. Yeah, if they touch you, you can't use your sword, so that sucks. And again here, I skipped that fade in by equipping there. And you can save warping. The way save warping works is you press save and continue and then soft reset. It's faster. And for going back into a file, I press A and start in quick succession. You can try to walk clip into this if you want to be optimal. And if you want to risk losing more time than you save by going too far over. So this boss door, you can kind of, like, you can't move directly after it starts opening, so you can kind of move up, except they got caught by the wall of Master there. Yeah, so I try to move up. Like, it's a task thing. Like, you can... I don't know, I'm talking about doors opening here. I shouldn't spend too much time on this. Alright, so you want to pick up this pumpkin and slash him immediately. Pick him up, slash, throw it at him. He's dead. Alright, so you want to equip seeds, not shovel seeds, and bracelet here. Now you want to burn this from the bottom here because it's the fastest place you can get to it. Then wall clip into it and go from the top. You'll miss the drop, but that kind of proves it's the fastest way to move through it, because you can actually move so fast you don't get the drop. Oh yeah, enter and exit the shop to set your save word points. It's like automatic. I didn't even think about that. So if you somehow get to the end of the maze while still holding the rock, you don't want to throw it. Okay, but I got hit. But when you throw a rock, when you throw anything, Link stops moving for a single frame. So it's like you want to make it all the way to here while holding the rock. It doesn't even matter. You should try to throw it at the enemy so they don't get in your way. But if you somehow make it to the end while holding the rock, just keep holding it, don't throw it. He'll drop it automatically. Okay, now recklessly destroy this cave. You're gonna save warp after this. The thing about pressing A and start in quick succession is sometimes I press them too fast. So it's like they don't quite register that, it doesn't register the inputs that quickly. So that's why I was kind of slow going back into the game. So after you get the Harp Rages, there's going to be a very long fade-in. And that's actually how I found out about the whole equipping during a fade-in thing. Because people actually did this before, but they didn't apply it to other areas. Like, look, it takes forever to gain control of Link again, so you want to do an equip here. Except not that kind of equip, okay. Oh yeah, another great thing about wall clipping, you can like walk right into this without touching the loading zone. I kind of move down left and then press the harp immediately, and then just hold left after I press the harp. Ideally, I think, I don't know, that's like probably the best way to move optimally there. There's always takes the bottom rock there. I don't know why he does that. I think it should be faster to throw this top rock. Sorry to call you out, but now let's see. I want sword and ember seeds here. Probably would have been nice if I'd gotten that. I didn't actually know you could walk that fast past the what? I want the bracelet here. I think... I'll say what I was thinking just after this. You shouldn't have to slash that guy. You can walk right past him. Alright, so for this crab, you want to like... He'll start moving as soon as you move down here. So, you want to move down like at this exact spot, and then throw the rock at him, and he'll die. Except, yeah, I got hit by the key spud. Anyway. That should be the fastest way to deal with him. You don't have to slash your sword. Now, like I was saying about rocks, when you throw them you lose a frame. Link stops moving for a frame, so you just walk straight into here, don't throw it. In theory, it should save a frame. Oh no, I forgot something very important, I have to go back. Alright, so after you use the power bracelet to pick up this rock, you want to unequip the bracelet, and you'll see why. So, for giving her mystery seeds, Ambi will give a 10-year-old child explosives. I don't know, is Link 10 years old? How old is he in this game? I don't know. Alright, so the reason you unequip bracelet, it's hard to do, but I'm gonna try it a few times. It's like impossible. I won't spend too long on this. I've got to at least try. Like, you can pull out the bomb right here, and it's stupid. It's a waste of a bomb, but I like doing it. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna try anymore. You don't need 10 bombs anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just fun to drop a bomb in Ambi's palace. So if you're doing the easy route, when we don't do the insane bomb jump thing, you go and get the gaseous seed right now instead of at the start of the game and plant it. But we're not going to spend very much time in Dungeon 2, so it's not going to have enough kills in Dungeon 2 alone. Also, I need to get Maple to appear here. This is actually pretty important. I should have killed more things. Okay, so to avoid this happening, you want to kill as much as you can. Like, between Dungeon 1 and Dungeon 2, you want to kill as much stuff as you can. Because I'm going to do an RNG manipulation later, and having Maple there will kind of screw it up. Alright, there's Maple. I mean, I guess we could deal with Maple being there, but I haven't really found a good manipulation to deal with that. It could be done though, I think. Alright, shovel. Move to my strat. Alright, my strat. Move to the left here. Then lure these guys over. Like I said, you can move diagonally while pushing those things. Most blocks don't work like that. So yeah, you want to move down to make the key appear sooner, except I was too far away from the key. So yeah, it's hard to tell if that's really worth it. So it seems like it's impossible to reach the next platform in like its first cycle. You gotta wait for it. Okay, there's my 20 rupees. You don't even have to think about it. It's like, it's so easy to get 20 rupees. The rest of the rupees will come from the ground. You're gonna dig them up. Pretty good RNG there. Oh yeah, you don't want to kill too much in this dungeon. Like, you don't want Maple to appear. That's why I made Maple appear earlier, because you don't want her to appear after this dungeon. So, don't kill excess enemies here. You can 3-cycle this guy. It's cool. Let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He needs to jump another time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You need to do the next slash upwards. Otherwise, your spin slash won't hit him in time. I wasn't counting. You need to do the slash upwards, just because of the way your spin attack works. Otherwise, you probably won't reach him in time. Yeah, so it's kind of RNG dependent. That's why I slashed my sword after loading the save state, because just to fix the RNG. Alright, so we're almost done with this dungeon. Do a link up here, just skip the fade out. Do 10 seeds. Unless someone can find a setup using the pot for the text warp. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, you want a hard reset here. And mash through the title screen, or time through the title screen. Because, yeah, title screen advances RNG. The longer you stay on it, each frame is 1 advance. And for reference, slashing your sword once is also 1 advance, so you don't want to spend too much time there. Sometimes you might not want to kill these Octoroks. They might get in your way, but it's possible that just by killing them will make Maple appear, and that would suck. Okay, so the first tree you harvest is always a ring. It doesn't matter which ring it is. So for this setup, you want to align Link like this. I look at the tip of his hair, and just align that with the dark green line. And for some reason, if your Ember Seeds are on the A button, you have to press A twice. The first press doesn't do anything. Second press, you press it, then hit down left immediately. And you're here for some reason. So this is where I set up the RNG. I slash until I hear... the sword can do 3 different tones of slashes, so I listen for like this low, mid, and high. So I listen for mid, mid-high, mid-mid-high pattern. Mid-mid-high. Okay. Now I like slash to the music. Slash. It's easy. And I'm still doing the minute, by the way. So those levers, you see that lever? Levers suck for RNG manipulation. They're as bad as keys. You need to walk frame perfectly through rooms that contain them, including the one I just walked through over there. So yeah, I'm walking in a straight line here, so like levers will take an RNG value every frame. So like, see, he starts spawning and now the RNG is completely wrecked. They advanced like 60 times already or something, so this is why I go down and around instead of, it looks like it's slower, but you need to move in a straight line through this room, so that's why I move in that particular way. And here comes the most fun part of the run, so I could make a whole video on this, I guess, but I'll do my best to explain it. So slash once, and then you want to advance left 3 times to adjust your subpixel value, so that's 1, 2, 3. So like, that looked like 4, that was 4 pokes or 5 pokes, but the first poke I wasn't holding down left. Then after the first poke I could kind of buffer my down left input, and then I moved left 3 times. So then slash 3 times 3. And wait for a split second so you don't poke this guy. And you can do another poke here to get right in the edge. Now you want to align. This isn't precise where you align for the gel. That was like 1 frame too early for this pause. Okay, that'll work. This particular pause isn't really frame perfect or anything. It's like at least 5 frames or so to do this. So then you unpause and pull up the bomb. Just hold the bomb button. Save state here. You want to buffer, that's like 3 flashes, so you want to wait until the first frame of the 5th and final red flash. So that's 3, 4. That's bad. It's 2, 3, 4. Nah, I'm bad at this. I haven't actually done this in a very long time. 1, 2, was that 2 or 3? 3, 4. Yeah, like I get nervous when I get to the end, just like I'm trying to buffer even less. Okay, the way I'm doing buffering is I'm pressing start and select in quick succession. I have a whole pastebin on this, so I would recommend reading that. But yeah, if you press them too early, then it's not going to pause at all, and that's what's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang, I can't do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, gonna save state there again. Like, yeah, like I need lots of save state to even get this right now. That's how hard this is. And that wasn't even the correct frame. I can tell because of where it exploded. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. That might be 4 actually. Okay, good. 5. Let's save state here. And that was the correct frame, but I didn't pause again. So hold B and then press start. I can tell from where it exploded that it was the correct frame. Now you want to buffer until the frame the gel jumps on. And this is also frame perfect. It's a really fun trick, this is. That was like, okay, that's good. So yeah, this is really difficult. One other thing I've noticed is that, like, when you're buffering, like, after you save warp, the buffering, it takes less time for each buffer. Like, I mean, the time it takes for it to fade back into the game. After save warping, it doesn't take as long to fade back into the game. So that kind of messed with my timing at first. It's something to keep in mind. Like, the other setup involves hard resetting here, saving and hard resetting, doing another manipulation to set everything up, and yeah, that's your backup. If you don't get it first try. So I'm gonna just leave that. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I could make a whole nother video if I wanted to. So you can actually go here and get healed with the fairy. It's probably a really good idea, actually, because you need to do another bomb boost so it's good to have full health. Also, when you save warp, you'll end up back here, and I think it's worth entering and exiting this cave. Like, even if you don't want to get healed by the fairy, I think it's worth it. So then you want harp and bracelet. And a sword. So about equipping schemes, I don't really have an equipping scheme for this game anymore. I did when I was grinding it, but I don't remember it. So I would recommend, like, after you've gotten kind of decent at this game... Oh, and here, you want to wait to make sure you get all the Pegasus seeds. If you save warp too early, you won't get them all. Anyway, if you want to get really good at this game, you should get a consistent equipping scheme so you know where everything is all the time, basically. Because I don't really know where my items are going to be. Alright, so... Oh, I need Power Bracelet. Because I'm going to go fight King Moblin. It should be faster to do this right now. I'm assuming it's faster to do it now. Because it'll save some going back in time. This is an auto-scroller. Not much you can do to speed this up. Aside from not missing. Also, I think if you, like, you should throw this right into the center of the King Moblin so he doesn't move to pick up your bomb, and then have to move back to pick up another bomb to throw. Like, if I throw it over here, he has to move. And of course that was the last one, so it doesn't matter, but... If it wasn't the last one, he'd have had to move back to pick up another bomb. So I think that would have wasted time. So I guess there is some thought to this. Alright, so here I'm not quite sure what the optimal equips are. Like, I'm guessing this, but you're gonna be walking. So I don't know, maybe it's worth doing an extra equip to keep your Pegasus seeds going. I didn't time this very thoroughly. Alright, now I'm gonna save state here. He wants these. You're gonna do another bomb boost here. So the way this works... am I gonna make it? Oh god, man. See, these are the easy jumps. I'm gonna... Okay, cool. So, now... I kind of line up here and then drop my bomb. So if you want to buffer this, you want to wait to the third frame of the final red flash, either from that to the second frame of its explosion. So that's in total a 4-frame window. Obviously the explosion is a much better visual cue to use. So I'm just going to buffer until then. That didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna assume that that's at least the third frame of the flash, so... No, that was like the second frame. Okay. That's why the explosion is a better visual cue to use. I knew it, I fell. Okay. I kind of move and pause to make move just a few pixels. That's how I do it. There we go, okay. Some people have trouble with this diagonal jump.
It's not that hard. Alright, you want a hard reset here. Save and hard reset. And of course, go through the title screen as fast as you can. And it's everyone's favorite animal companion, Moosh. He doesn't get to do anything, he's just gonna sit there. Forever. Alright, now you want these. You want to listen for, again, like slash tones. Like, I want to go mid, mid, high, mid, mid, high, mid, mid, mid. That's how I, that's how I write it. So, high, mid, mid, high, mid, 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 slash. Make sure you don't miss that final slash, or if you do, hold down your sword button so you can poke it. Because if you miss it, that manip is not going to work. And by the way, the manipulation is still going. I need, like, I should be using a Pegasus Seed here. So I use Pegasus Seed and then Rock's Feather. So I can slash, like, was it 29 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 79, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna say it's about 29. Not even, like, that's not right at all. It has been a while since I've done this, to be fair. Now, where was the last time I saved state? Okay. Save state here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's like 19, so it should be way early. 1, 2, okay, so it's more like 21 slashes. I was not remembering correctly. Like, I have a pastebin, so read the pastebin. It's gonna be better than my advice. Anyway, that ring I got was the expert's ring. Nah, I didn't get it. I need that for Tokay Islands. It's gonna save about 3 minutes there. Oh yeah, Rock's Feather jumps upstairs. Use that all the time. Anyway, actually, but since I have the Pegasus Seeds, I'm not gonna use the Rock's Feather for this next part. I think it would be worth it to keep equipping between the harp and the feather. So. You want to visit this Ember Tree screen. It's like your best opportunity to visit it. In the old 20% route, you would have visited that tree on your way to visiting Shovel, the guy who makes the sturdy rope. But we don't visit him, we just go straight to his grave without talking to him, so this is the best time to visit the Ember Tree. Interestingly though, it doesn't, like, if you forget to visit the Ember Tree, then it's not a big deal. Like from Dungeon 6 you can run right back to Lina without taking too much extra time. But it will screw up your manipulation because this is 2 extra screen transitions. It might be worth it to use another seed here, because the Tokays are going to refill your seeds. Yeah, I have way more than I need, so I should have just spammed seeds. I'm gonna have a full 50 when I get to Tokay Islands. And you'll see why in a second. See, I have 3 types of seeds. And when you have 3 types of seeds, Tingle will give you his seed upgrade. And which is really convenient because we have to visit Tingle anyway. And equip your expert's ring at some point. We have to visit Tingle anyway to get his chart, so this is really convenient. We get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So if you messed up if you have an equipping scheme and you messed it up here, it doesn't matter because the Tokeis are going to steal all your items. Except your expert swing, your trusty expert swing. I'm not used to this English text. Alright, so I often would forget to talk to Tingle a second time here, and that would suck because it's a huge advantage to this route. It gives you a satchel upgrade, as I said. Anyway, now you do like this huge save work to go back to Rafton. You can save warp across time and space. And this is why you don't visit the ring shop this trip. You visit it on the trip on the way to Rafton. Yeah, so line up about here. It's like impossible to get for Link to not adjust himself. As you saw, he moved to the left a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to, like, get the exact perfect pixel so that Link won't try to adjust himself at all. Maybe he needs, like, perfect subpixels too, I don't know. But that's not happening. It would be slower to perfect your subpixel. Alright, so normally you would go down on the screen and get your shovel, but I have my trusty expert swing, I can punch through these crystals. So I'm not going to get the shovel for now, I'm just going to head to the shop. The shopkeeper expects you to have a shovel, so if you don't have a shovel, he expects you to have one of the trade items at least. So if you don't have any of them, he's a bit confused. And he decides to give you a complimentary shovel, which is nice. So the thing I was saying about corner boosting here, yeah, that's actually a nice thing. I guess I'll explain that. You want to get the... a lot of people get the feather here because you can use it to jump upstairs, but this saves an equip and I'm pretty sure it's faster. So you can corner boost off this guy. So corner boosting, it works just by being at a precise pixel, and it'll just kind of boost you. 1 pixel. That's all it is. If you're 1 pixel too far to the left, then it won't. Then you'll just stop moving. But it's nice here because if you like wall clip straight into this, then you're in the exact right spot to corner boost off the Tokei. So that's nice. Anyway, you want to go straight to the shovel so you can save warp back to the shop. Don't take any detours to get the bombs yet. So yeah, we just cloned our shovel. So that's nice. Again, I wall clipped into this wall, so I can't really hit the stairs. Just a quirk of this game. You gotta move 1 pixel to the right. I think it's only for stairs for when you're on the left side. I think if you clip into the right side, it's not a problem. You might want to get a heart here. I mean, I'm gonna do a ton of bomb boosts over here, so I'm gonna take a ton of damage, so I should get a heart. I meant to pull out the bomb earlier. Yeah, so the fact that we cloned a shovel means we got both the feather and the bracelet right here, so that's really helpful. We'd normally have to backtrack a lot. To go back, we'd only have the feathers, we'd have to go back and get the bracelet, and then come back here, and then... it takes a long time. Cool bomb drop. Alright, so this guy gives you your seed satchel, and he was... actually, doesn't really matter, but he actually... it's okay to actually fill up your seed satchel. Then again, it was just filled up by Tingle, so it doesn't really make any difference. So we have 50 whole Pegasus seeds, and that's amazing. Now, you don't really want to spam them too badly, because these have to last you a while. So we can get all our items here, despite the fact that he still has a shovel, we have all our items now. So let's see, I want feather and bracelet here. We don't have all our items now, we still need the Harp of Ages, but that's on the way. You want to move into this next screen, like you don't want to move down at all. Because you want to move into the next screen as fast as possible to start this thing moving. Because right now, it doesn't matter how fast I go, I need to wait for it. So yeah, you don't want to move down on that screen before. You need to equip shovel and harp, or soon to be harp. Cool fairy. I did not mean even to dig there. Ooh, what's with the fairy luck? Okay. Well, that's kinda nice. Let's see, I guess you should use Pegasus seeds here. I should probably equip feather instead of sword, so I could jump over these guys. But no, actually, I need my sword to kill the Moldorms. So something I've been kind of torn about is that there's an RNG manipulation here, and I was never quite sure whether to do that or use Pegasus seeds, because it's just not really compatible with Pegasus seeds. And by the way, if you need more bombs, there's bombs here. You need at least 7 bombs for the manipulation. In the end, I decided to just do the manipulation instead of using Pegasus seeds, because I'd have to constantly switch between bombs and Pegasus seeds in order for me to use them. Oh, by the way, yeah, scrolling the screen down makes the key appear at the top of the screen. But if the screen is lower, it won't have to fall as far. Anyway, yeah, save and continue hard reset here. And I actually like to wait a bit on the title screen, so... See, I really had to slash it off. So I was listening for the high, mid-high, mid-high pattern. It's pretty distinctive. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done this, so I hope I don't screw it up. In fact, my main problem area is right here. I'm gonna save state. Alright, this is good. I should probably, have looked into this so I knew what I was doing wrong sometimes, but anyway. I slash a certain number of times based on what item I get here, so bomb is like 2 slashes, 5 rupees is 2 slashes, and if I get nothing I slash 5 times. Okay, no, bomb is 3 slashes. Rupee is 2 slashes, nothing is 5 slashes. Oh yeah, I should elaborate on that double hit there. I didn't slash it all. 1, 2, 3 for the bomb. Alright, so here, you pull out the bomb as soon as you enter, and line up about over here, a bit past this line, and then it should be good for the double hit. And he's taunting us with a Pegasus Seed drop. Alright, so pull out the bomb at about the seconds, about this area, and throw it about here. Now here, I tend to walk optimally, so that bunny you see, he only jumps once. If he jumps more than... If you see him jump again, then you're not gonna slash here, but since I saw him not jump, since he didn't jump, I slash here. Because he uses one like RNG value every time he jumps. I don't know. I should write this up in the paste bin. I feel like that's a better format for these kinds of things. Especially when I don't know what I'm doing. Hit that with one slash, because again, your sword slashes are going to advance the RNG. So. Alright, now in this next room it's pretty important to walk optimally, or else you're not going to get the RNG properly, so you want to hug this wall and go. You should get the 2 jails over there. Now, if you need more bombs here, you can actually, like, get a bomb drop and slash less times in the next room, so it's like, get a bomb. Normally I'd slash 6 times, but I'm gonna slash 5 times because I got the bomb. So, the thing about this, alright, you want to throw, you want to hit this first one with the bomb. And if you hit the switch too early, he's gonna start moving, it's gonna mess up the whole RNG. You want the bomb to make him die before he even starts moving, so you want to throw it, delay a split second, and then go. And slash your sword as soon as he dies. That's how it works. I'm gonna show this like when I hit the switch too soon. See, it doesn't work. You need him to die like as soon as he starts moving. Before he even has a chance to move. So if I was low on bombs, I might get a bomb drop there from the bushes. There's a thing where you can like destroy a block and pull back your sword at the same time. I just like to do that for fun here. I did it once. Alright, save state. There's a thing. Slash, pull bomb. What I'm doing here is I'm slashing my sword so that it destroys. Alright, this block is the important one. This one, the one that was where I'm standing. I want my sword to destroy it just as like I'm finishing my sword animation, so I can pull out my bomb as soon as possible. So as you can see, like my sword animation was just finishing as I hit it, so I could pull out my bomb as soon as possible. At this point, it might be worth it to start using Pegasus Seeds, because the manipulation is done. But I guess it could also be good to just do this. Pegasus Seeds and Seed Shooter combo. If this was the old route, I would have been using, like, Seed Shooter. I should have destroyed that one crab, the one that caught in my way. If this was the old route, I would have used Seed Shooter and Rock's Feather. In this route, I find that Pegasus Seeds replace the Rock's Feather a lot of the time. Alright, so here you can do this kind of trick shot. You gotta line up, like right here, this is the perfect spot. No, it's not. It's like, you want to be right in the center of this thing. It's pretty tricky. I guess a bit more to the right. Or to the left. Dang, this is tough. It's like pixel perfect. An easier way to do it is like to move all the way up here. No, more like over here. More like over here. That's a lot easier. But I like to do it this way. I kind of wanted to try a damage boost off the gel. Obviously didn't work out very well. Alright, so for this guy, like, you have the expert's ring, so you can like punch him to death if you want. You can get hurts if you need them. If you're lucky, you can one-cycle him with the expert's ring. Normally you can two-cycle him with the sword, so you know it's not going to save that much time. Unless you're lucky to use the expert's ring, but I'll try it. Yeah, let's see, I just need one more hit now. I'll pull out my sword. 2 more hits with the sword, 1 more hit with the expert's ring. So yeah, I should charge my sword before the door starts opening, so I have it already. You could also try punching these guys, if you still have your expert's ring out. I should have my seeds. Let's see. Yeah, seeds and sword is what I need right now. So I didn't get send seeds in Tokay Island. If you hadn't noticed, I didn't get send seeds there, and you're supposed to. You don't need send seeds to beat the game, but they're helpful. So you're gonna get send seeds over here. If you don't get send seeds from these bushes, there's one more bush you can get it from. Just don't forget, because it'll waste a lot of time if you forget. They're useful in Dungeon 6 and for a skip later on. Alright, so now you want, let's see. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if my seed is gonna last. So I should probably have, yeah, kept the seeds out. But okay, that's fine. Alright, so use the seed here and then immediately pull this out. Okay. Alright, let's see. Now you're done with Pegasus seeds for now. You know, there's actually kind of I don't know, there's a faster way to do these. Hang on, I'm not gonna use Pegasus seeds here. Who gonna use Pegasus seeds? I need Pegasus seeds. Rest in peace. Let's see where they last safety. Just before the mini boss. Alright. No big deal. Yeah, so you can actually make those jumps without Pegasus seeds. If you're doing the old route, you gotta like line up right on the edge here. This is the pixel you want, and then jump. Not like that. Then, whoa. I thought that was actually farther than I could go. But apparently I can go this far, so jump! I can actually do this, you know. Alright, well, it's possible. Just take my word for it. So if you want to save 6 seconds by doing that, then you can. So, yeah, I guess you should just use Ember Seeds here. You use a lot of Ember Seeds in this route, even though you have the Seed Satchel upgrade. You're going to use a lot of Ember Seeds. 50 isn't enough. So you're going to want to get some seeds from the Ember Tree. So for this boss, you want to... Some people like to mash for the first 2 shots and then time the third one. It's important that you time the third one because you can shoot too early and it'll go right through the boss because it still has its damage invincibility. So, You want to walk away from those things. Now, I'm going to show what happens if you do this next to the door. See, it gets caught in the door. Now Amber Seed got caught in the door, so don't do it there. You can make it easier by using the sword to destroy the little bugs that come out, but I think if you walk far enough away, they're not even a problem. I do use the bugs as kind of timing. And nice Pegasus Seed drop. Like, I kind of see when the last bug comes out and use that as my timing for when to fire the first shot. I'm actually going to show like what happens if you fire too quickly. Yeah, it went right through him. So you want to time the third shot. Don't just mash.
Alright, let's see. I suppose a good equip for here would be Pegasus Seeds and Bracelet. I just realized I mentioned the faster way to do one of the rooms in Dungeon 3 and didn't actually elaborate on it. It's a bit late for that now. Maybe I'll go back to it. Alright, you wanna get some seeds here? Okay. You want these. Now, I completely forgot to get the second, like, 100 rupees. See, yeah, I'm resting on these RNG manipulations. Alright, let's see. It is pretty late to go back at this point. So, I get to show you a backup. I will link you to the actual like paste bin and probably go back and do this properly. But okay. These are like 100% strats here that you're seeing right now. So save and hard reset. Alright, now. It's 1 screen transition, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screen transitions. Slash about 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's your 100 rupees. Yeah, I'll go back and actually show how I'm supposed to do the RNG manipulation. Like, I bet, you know, the actual one is, Jolis was just, you know, face palming when he saw I forgot that. But okay. No, I don't need bracelet here. So if you're really fast, you can actually like, get into the water. I did it! Yeah, that's your goal. Get into the water before the cutscene starts. By the way, if you don't play the flute, you'll get Moosh, and Moosh is dead, so he's not going to be very much help to you. See, we killed Moosh when we skipped his when he did that skip. Remember, Moosh was just sitting there not doing anything. That's because he's dead. We killed him. We glitched him out and he's dead. You'd find him in the forest and he'd just be sitting there. You wouldn't be able to talk to him. The game would be over. There'd be no way to complete it. Alright, let's see. So you get to run with Dimitri. I really like this. You can't use seeds while you're holding Dimitri, you just gotta use one before. Oh no! Dimitri, come back. It seems like if you're on the stairs, you can like get hit by the guy, and Dimitri doesn't go flying. I don't know why that is, but that's the thing. So you want to drop Dimitri in place there, and then throw him. Throw him. It seems like, yeah, he gets thrown in place. So you want to throw him a bit before you reach the staircase. No. I don't know where it is. I have to figure that out. Sometimes he gets thrown in place. I don't know why that is. Because I was holding down. He should have been thrown down, but he was thrown in place instead. So, some quirk I'm not really familiar with. Anyway, you can see how fast this is. Dimitri is nice to get. It's much faster than Moosh. So even if we could have gotten Moosh, even if he wasn't dead, we wouldn't get him. We'd get Dimitri instead. Oh, by the way, if you didn't get the 100 rupees and you notice in Dungeon 3, there's a chest with 30 rupees in Dungeon 3, and you can get that instead of doing my manipulation for the 100 rupee backup. I'm not quite sure how to explain where the chest is, but it's in plain sight. It's like up on a cliff, near where you get the seed shooter. It has 30 rupees, and then after that you can go to another place near Dungeon 6, where the Goron dancing happens. I'll point it out when I'm there. So you talk to these people, you don't get the tuning nut yet. Probably use these. Actually, you do get the tuning nut now. I'm thinking of an old route. Okay, we'll get the tuning nut right now. Forget what I just said. You get the tuning nut now. Alright, so you enter and exit this house, because the first house you go into is not the correct house. Funnily enough though, like I'm going to do Dungeon 4 first, but it's almost the same speed to do Dungeon 5 first. When I timed it, like an equip could have made the difference between which one was faster. I just kind of did this because I like this route better. It has an extra text warp that looks cool. So hold down and keep mashing A. So you don't talk to him again? Or B. I mean, if your harp's on B, that's nice too. This part's tricky because you wanna kind of mash through this without pressing any extra buttons. You don't want to waste a seed. Don't want to play a harp. Don't want to talk to the guy. I guess wasting a seed isn't a huge deal, but you'd rather not. Alright, now where do I go now? Yeah.
mixing up my routes. Now I head over to get the tuning nut repaired. Try your best not to get murdered here. I'm not doing very well. Like, I should have been able to dodge at least half of those hits. No. Okay, so these seeds need to last you through Dungeon 4. I think my guideline is that I'd like to have 11 seeds in Dungeon 4. So, like, use as many as you like. You may have gotten some seed drops earlier on, so that may affect how many you use here. In Dungeon 3, it's actually pretty likely you get a seed drop, either from the boss or from a Moldorm. Yeah, much like jumping upstairs, you can jump up vines, so that's another thing to do. Because, yeah, when you walk upstairs, you walk at half speed, so you want to jump up them when you can. Okay, I'm at the save state. I don't want to get wrecked by the rocks. Or the Octo rocks. I'm gonna save state. I mean, normally they're not too bad, but yeah. Just follow the path, you're usually okay. And there's plenty of hearts here. You want these hearts for Dungeon 4? Let's see, I want these. Yeah, so I don't have to equip my sword here yet. So yeah, the strat here is jump into here, let them come at you, and now I'm gonna equip seeds and sword. Let's see, I think my seeds are like perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna have exactly 11. You know, I guess it might be faster to go on the left side, because like I said, Link's subpixel starts at 0. So in theory it should be faster to go on the left side. Save the frames. Okay. Alright, so I like to wait until I run out of my seeds so I can use another one. Sometimes I don't have to wait at all, depending on how that last room went. That was interesting. Okay. I don't know why I charged up my sword. Those guys only take one hit. Alright, so this jump is cool.
How did I lose all these hearts already? I just gotta refill the patches. Okay, that's dumb. But Ember Seeds are best to use here rather than any other kind of seeds, because if you miss, it'll keep burning, and the orb can still run into it. Also, and the enemies die to... I should... bracelet. I either want bracelet or sword here. And of course Rock's Feather. Let's not die. Okay, I really should have sword. Yeah, these keys can really troll you, so... but yeah, they seem okay right now. So I like to charge my sword because I have spare time, and then I died. Cool. I don't want to use any extra seeds. I want to actually show off my seed route. So go around here the normal plebeian way. Yeah, having like only 5 hearts for the entire game, this is all hearts you're gonna get, so have fun in Dungeon 6. Dungeon 4 is not normally a problem. I don't know why I died this time. I guess I was too reckless. Dungeon 6, though, you're really likely to die there if you're not careful. So I charge my sword up before this finishes. But the keys can get in the way, so that's annoying. You want to spin attack these guys because they'll jump away from your normal slashes. Depending on how this goes, you might use one less seed than you're allocated. Actually, I normally would have kept my pegs of seeds out, but I guess this is a good safety. Oof. Okay. I was afraid he was gonna snipe me. Okay, yeah. I like to wall clip into here. I think it makes the shot easier. It's kind of hard to tell. It's still really tough though. Yeah, so I'm down 1 seed, but that's okay. Unfortunately, I can't run through... These snakes are terrifying. I can't run through the room with the switch hook now. That's unfortunate. I really like doing that. There's a fairy in the next room, so we're ready for that. I don't think it's worth trying to get on the platform and just reload the room. Alright, so in this room you can do something. So like the method most people use is they kind of go from the bottom. Okay, I don't really know how to do this. I do it a different way. Yeah, so you jump on here and this doesn't get... like normally you jump on it and it'll get set. But you want this to be red, so if you can like align yourself with the bottom perfectly, that won't happen. You can also just try to jump like that. If you jump on the very right edge, it also won't work. Yeah, but it's kind of tricky. It's easy to fall into the lava doing this.
I try to fall and like I kind of press down right when I'm falling because the camera has to pan to the right. Yeah, so it goes down as far as I can so the key doesn't have to fall as far, and then I just press down right. It's like maybe a frame saved. For all I know, actually the camera is faster than Link, so maybe it doesn't matter. So this mini-boss, you can kind of manipulate him. He has set patterns. I think he's just position-based. So try to just copy what I'm doing. So normally I'd run through here. Actually, I should have 2 seeds left. I wasted one when my save worked, and I used actually one extra in the snake room. Not what I normally do. That was actually way too early. That's when I pull out that's where I would pull out my bomb if I was using Pegasus seeds. Alright, so once you've used all your Pegasus seeds, you equip sword and Gale seeds. Alright, so we got the switch hook, we're done here. We don't need to do anything else in this dungeon. Alright, so after warping through time, Link doesn't... he had his hitbox, he's invincible for a second. So like, I use Gale seeds and I'm not getting warped away. So what I do is, I'm not sure if this actually helps, but I move to the top of the screen. And this might be faster. I don't know if it actually is. Like, if it just warps him away depending on how long it takes him to get to the top, then this would be faster. It actually looks like it doesn't help. It looks like it's a set amount of time. So ignore what I just said. Now, you wanna warp to Lina. We're heading to Dungeon 5 now. Heading by Dungeon 5 by way of the toilet. Probably worth it to use a Pegasus seed here. Actually, no, I'm out of Pegasus seeds. What am I talking about? Wait a minute, no. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up my routes again. Off to Dungeon 5 by way of this tree, which is conveniently right here. I don't think it's worth it to use Pegasus seeds here. Because you'd have to do 2 equips with seeds. Like, you'd have to unequip the Gale seeds, then re-equip them right away. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Me being bad. Yeah, I probably should have refreshed my memory on the route, but that's fine. It's pretty simple from here on out. Alright, so yeah, now harvest the Pegasus seeds. Dungeon 5, we're gonna spend like a minute there. We need the Cane of Samaria for basically 2 things. The task only needs the Cane of Samaria for 1 thing. It's actually really sad. I wish we could skip it, but we can't. Alright, this jump. It's a bit tricky. Okay, so the way you want to do it is you want to like jump upright and then hold up as you get closer. So you don't have to worry about Pegasus seeds anymore. Dungeon 6... On your way to Dungeon 6 you'll get a ton of Pegasus seeds. As many as you need.
So yeah, stand about here, and this is low enough to shoot your seed shooter. And shoot it as soon as you enter the room, because your seed shooter travels faster than Link does. As far as I know anyway. Yeah, I assume it does. Alright, this room I have this kind of cool strat. I messed it up. Messed it up again. That's how it goes. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. I can't really do it very well myself. As soon as... Let's see. Yeah, so you can... Let's see. You can aim your seed shooter, like... You can aim your seed shooter without actually moving. I'm not quite sure how to describe what the inputs are. Because you're immobilized for a second after shooting a seed. Then, like, you press the opposite direction and A, and you'll move that direction. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. So I don't run into the gels. Except I didn't walk far enough that time. So you can get more Ember Seeds here if you want, but I got the Ember Seed tree, so I don't think that's necessary. Actually, I do not need Scale Seeds. These are what I want. The solution might not be optimal, because I don't end right where the chest is. It could be worth timing. Alright, so you go back through this cave. Now I'd like to enter and exit, because this text warp is inconsistent if I don't. I'm just gonna try it without exiting. You wanna equip Mr. Seeds and Bombs. So you just shoot and hold down. Yeah, it didn't work for some reason. So you wanna line up... I'll enter and exit. You wanna line up, like you wanna see that one... Like... You see right here, you wanna line up... You want this one pixel to be visible. Link should be covering the rest of it, and then you just hold down. What? Oh, yeah, I did my equip already, after making the save state. Right. And I don't think I entered and exited in this save state. So yeah, kind of right here, one pixel is visible from that whole thing. Let's see. My hearts are not really what I want them to be right now, to be honest. Dungeon 6 is difficult, so you gotta hope for heart drops. Because like, you don't get refills after Dungeons 4 and 5, so it kinda sucks. In my world record, I got a fairy drop, and I was really lucky with that. Alright, so now it's time for Veran dancing. You need 70 rupees at this point. So yeah, 200 from digging up rupees and another 20 from enemy drops. If you didn't get enough rupees, there is an old man who'll give you 200. I'll show that after this dance. Okay, so that's 7 steps, so I'm just gonna fail this. I just failed the longest dances. And the last dance. You can fail 2. The last one is faster if you fail it. There's no extra text if you fail it, so... So I failed the longest one and the last one. Alright, so I got the weather emblem. I'm just gonna show where the rupees are. Yeah, so burn down this bush, you'll get 200 rupees from the old man in there. The old man in the present will actually take your rupees, so don't talk to him. Alright, so yeah, you have as many Pegasus seeds as you need right here. You'll be passing through these rooms a bunch of times. I like to have about 30 for Dungeon 6, so just, yeah. You know, that's a 100 rupee chest over there, so, I mean, you could get that as well if you want. I don't usually go for that though, there's not much reason to usually. I shouldn't have to explain anything about this game. It shouldn't be difficult. Just don't miss. If you miss, you'll... like, you can't shoot again. So just don't miss. That's my advice. Pegasus seeds, I don't know, I should have gotten up Pegasus seeds, I think. I think sword would have been more helpful. Actually, this is fine. I need to re-equip the Tune of Currents. So I'll take my sword out then. So here, you just let them all miss until you get a fairy. As far as I know, it'll always give you one fairy at least. There we go. So I just mash while standing horizontal, standing left or right. That's pretty much foolproof as far as I know. So now you just hit them down. There's more text when you hit them down, so only do it after you get the fairy. I really like hearts from these guys, but they're not helping. I guess this is a good thing to do. It's not something... yeah, you should probably just do this. If your hearts are that low. So talk to this guy from the left side, he'll push you back. another batch of Pegasus seeds. I have plenty now. I'm just gonna get like one more at the end. Again, I'm skipping that fade-in transition by doing an equip there. Oh, come on. Equipping is hard. Yeah, use as many Pegasus seeds as you want in this game, because like there's still like 2 more batches you can get if you need them. 2 more batches of Pegasus seeds. It doesn't even waste time. I mean, it actually saves time. Because your seeds last like through the minigame and into the actual... The seeds persist, like even after the minigame, so you want to do that. Oh, it ran out already. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get more. Like I said, 30 is about the amount. It's like the minimum I want. And yeah, I'm gonna get plenty from the bushes. In fact, even 30 is probably overkill. Actually, I want sword and bombs. Alright, one last round of Goron dancing. I could have filled a longer one, I guess, but didn't want to leave it too early. I like to leave a bit of room for mistakes. Yeah, do your best not to take damage here. You want all your hearts you can get in Dungeon 6. So this is why I need Ember Seeds. You're going to use Ember Seeds a lot in this dungeon. You can get them either in Dungeon 5 or from the Ember Tree, like I did. If you're still low on Ember Seeds, there are pots above here on this room. Oh no. That's bad. I didn't save warp properly. I might have to like cut this video and... yeah. Oh well, I guess... that's the thing that happens. Okay then. Alright, so I'm back where I was when I failed that save warp. That's the thing that happens sometimes, like saving and quitting and then soft resetting is faster. But there is that risk that you'll just miss it. It's happened to me more times than I would care to admit. Anyway, the tutorial goes on. Ideally, you would shoot the candles first before getting the keys, because the candles are the real bottleneck here. Except I didn't kill the keys as fast as I could have because I was too busy dodging the candles, but. The candles do a full heart of damage, so they kind of suck. You can kill this guy with a Kingdom Samaria. Unfortunately, I didn't. I went down to a heart of health now. These pots they give you a Pegasus Seed and a heart every time. That guy's annoying. So for this room is like dangerous. It's pretty dangerous. But I like to just, some people like to get the Gale Seeds out, but I'm just gonna YOLO this. Manipulate the hands. Try to manipulate the hands by moving. This is not how it's supposed to go. Okay, but it's still okay. Alright, let me show you how to actually manipulate the hands. So, after you throw the bomb, you move left and he'll spawn over there. That was much cleaner. So here, you can just play the song right from... You're still standing on solid land, so you can play the harp there. And to get back in, you just have to walk out a little bit. If you walk out too far, you'll go back into the portal. Right, so you want seeds and feather here. This 3-hole jump can be tricky, but it's not too bad. I should have... this is fine. These are fine equips. There are more seeds here, Pegasus Seeds, Ember Seeds, all kinds of seeds. Alright, so you shoot and immediately pause, equip these two things, then hold Pegasus Seeds and jump. Jump. If you buffer both buttons, you won't jump with full speed. You'll jump at normal speed, not Pegasus Seed speed. So, hold Pegasus Seed and then a brief moment after jump. This pot gives you a heart, so does the pot in the top left, but it's too far away. This is a thing people do here. I don't really remember how it works, but you can, if you're lucky, you can get a Wizard Rope to spawn in a certain place and kind of short-circuit this path. But it's, it's luck-based. It can save something like 6 seconds. I don't remember what the path is, though. Yeah, see Dungeon 6. Everything can go wrong here. Coming up is Vyre, everyone's favorite mini-boss. In Oracle Seasons you have the Noble Sword, so for Seasons I like to just use that, but in Ages I like to use bombs because they do the same amount of damage as the spin attack does. How many bombs do I have? If you want more bombs, you can get them in that, in the room with the Wallmasters and the Wizrobes. The pot to the left has a bomb. However, be careful because if you try to switch hook onto the pot right away, the hand will get you. You need to wait for the hand to spawn and then get the bomb pot. Anyway, see how this firefight goes. Ideally, you'll get a few spin attacks in before he... Yeah, in the first few hits will be spin attacks, hopefully, because it becomes more common... It becomes less common for him to charge at you later on in the fight, and that's when you want to use your bombs. Alright. I missed him. So, if you run out of bombs, the best way to hit him when he's circling you is to go at him when he's below you. It's like the only way I can figure out how to hit him. Charged at me that time, that was interesting. You can do one normal slash at Vire without wasting any time. That was two, so I'm wasting time. I should be using bombs. I just wanted to show off how you can hit him with your sword. It works best if he's below you. So you kind of throw a bomb in a half circle away from... a quarter circle away from where Vire is. I mean, the first bomb throw I did wasn't like that, but yeah, there is more than one way to do it. Alright, so I'm out of bombs here, so if I had bombs, I would just equip my bomb right here and walk straight and throw it as soon as I hit the next wall. But I have a different strat. Because I'm out of bombs, I just do it here, hold up right, throw it as soon as I get there, and it didn't work. Let me try that again. Maybe wait a split second after you hit the wall, and then throw it. I should equip these before I open the chest so I don't accidentally use the switch hook, because that would waste a bunch of time. Or maybe it wouldn't, but... because I could switch hook the pot. Bunch of little things to think about. So, I wanted to RNG manipulate this part of the game, but he's screwed with that. I can't move frame perfectly through these rooms. Especially in those water rooms. Because he sees RNG every other frame, so it's pretty much impossible to do an RNG manipulation. This is pretty much how you should expect most runs to go when you have 5 hearts in Dungeon 6. Alright, so this is random. First pull is always enemies, then after that it's pure RNG. So 1 in 4 chance that each pull will give you the chest. So second try is good. So yeah, next time you want to walk farther away so you can actually touch the portal and go back in time. And here just hold right. It's easy to forget about this key, but don't forget about this key. What's wrong with my audio? That's odd. Maybe it's just my headphones. So you can damage boost off of these guys if you have the hearts for it. And if they give you the actual RNG to let you do that. If you're low on hearts here, you want a Death Warp. So I'm like out of Ember Seeds now. Use a ton of Ember Seeds in this route, in this run. But we're pretty much done. I can use Sense Seeds now. Don't need any more Ember Seeds. So yeah, my equips throughout this run have not been optimal. Like my world record is like 1,000 hours actually. I'm not running this game actively right now, so I don't remember my equips. So if you want to see actual good equipping, you could check out my world record instead. Oh no, I gotta deal with this guy. If you're fast enough, he won't spawn in time to be able to catch you, you can just run right past him. I think it's faster to go around because the current is in your favor here. No, I have a feeling... No, there he is. I was afraid using the top left corner. So here, my strat is to make a little diamond in the center. I mean, I think it's pretty much about as fast as you can do it. I don't know, I couldn't think of anything faster at the time. If you get the Bomber's Ring, which you can get from Platinum Dancing with the Gorons, you can actually skip a small key in this dungeon. I guess I'll go over that when I make my 100% tutorial. Too far over. Alright, so this guy, the Expert's Ring is really good with this guy. If you shoot him with the Seed Shooter and then hit him with your sword with a sprint attack and then 2 slashes, he'll go underwater immediately, so that's what you want to try to do. Alright, so go underwater now. But don't dive too quickly. In my world record I dived too quickly, and I was really confused because he didn't go underwater, even though he should have. So... you can get 4 hits there if you time it correctly. Or if you just don't get knocked around too much. At this point I don't know if he has like set patterns or if it's just RNG whether he goes underwater. But you want him to go underwater because the Expert's Ring is great on him. That harp piece is for jumps, don't get it. Yeah, so coming up with something called Guard Skip. Basically, you can just run right past the guards into the front door of Ambi's palace. There are a bunch of different methods to do it, actually, different timing methods. It's pretty much timing based. So you want to line up right in the center here. Gotta get that pixel. Now start running and equip your Sense Seeds. And when I move up to the next screen, I stop moving and time my Sense Seeds like at a certain part of their animation. So I'll just show it right now. Okay, that was too early, I think. Let's Pretty precise. Alright, so it's like, you see they're shuffling their feet, like everyone does in this game. So they shuffle their feet there, and it's like I throw my seed right when they're gonna do the next part of the animation. So it's like right there, or maybe a bit before there. So right when they're about to shuffle their feet back, I go. And I can kind of buffer my up input because I stop moving when I place the seed. So as soon as I place the seed, I hold up and Link will start moving once he is able to. So yeah. Now, remember the stupid glitch called Veran warp. As I mentioned before, it reads arbitrary memory from arbitrary places arbitrarily. It's a somewhat arbitrary glitch, so I have to visit that part of the map in order to activate the glitch to make it work at all. Actually though, that's not part of the arbitrary memory it reads, it's just like on the map screen. It's out of bounds, it's below this part of the cursor, and if I were to, like, that screen in Ambi's Palace is actually corresponds to that part of the map, even though it's out of bounds. So I have to visit it in order to be able to select it. It's just a silly thing about Veran warp. Alright, so go up through here. I believe it's faster to run through here instead of around. Now, equip your things you need for the fight. Now, I learned recently there's apparently a way to manipulate this fight based on your position. I've never actually tried it, so... The first one is always a freebie. But after that she starts bouncing around. So stand about here. No, I don't really know how it works. I should ask Zolas for help. I don't know. I mean, even before this, like the only zero, he apparently found a supposed manipulation for this fight based on swinging your sword. And I don't know, it kind of worked, but it wasn't consistent, and it doesn't make sense that it should work in the first place. So maybe that was just because you had to slash your sword so many times you didn't walk as far, so that manipulated your position, and so if the fight is position-based, then that could have been why it was working. But I don't really know what makes that fight tick. It is worth investigating. I assumed it was pure RNG, but I might be wrong. So here if you save warp, it's like a millisecond faster than going back in time. So now is the finale. We don't need to finish the other dungeons. Here comes the thing called Veran warp that I've been talking about. Let's line up right here. And I look at, like the only zero came up with this setup. I just look at the little dot to the diagonal of the bottom of Link. Line up with that. Now equip these. Down slash 3 times. Make sure each slash is disjoints. Now you want to equip Ember Seeds into your seed shooter. And then what else do I need? That should be fine actually. There are a bunch of different setups for this. So the setup I use is I go up 2 screens, go back in time. Having the portal on the screen you're going to be doing the warp on affects it a lot because the glitch is based on the positions of sprites. Or maybe, and more than that probably. Anyway, line up right here. It's a pixel perfect X position. So go there to get the glitchy ring box, and now walk over here and select this twice. And hopefully your cursor will turn purple. And maybe an old man will appear. I don't know where this old man comes from, it's driving me crazy. If anyone knows where the sprite comes from, please tell me. Because I have no idea. Anyway. So you're gonna say yes, save and quit. If you die to the Veran fight after saying yes to save and quit, the warp isn't going to work the same. I'll show it afterwards. Anyway, say yes because it's just faster than going through the extra text. Now after this, after Veran appears, move right. And you'll skip her text. And that's the reason you need to let the seed satchel fall on the left side of the screen at the beginning of the game, because if you don't, this isn't going to work. It's stupid, but that's the way it is. So now, equip the red ring. Don't question it. And the game's beaten. Hooray, you did it. For the Veran fight, I always just slash... I do a spin attack for every time she can possibly open her face. I don't wait to see whether or not she'll open her face or not. No, I was just lucky and she opened it the first time. Okay. So I'm gonna show off what happens if we try to go back, because I said yes to save and quit, so now it thinks the game is completed. You saw the statue. I need to go back in time, actually. I haven't used speed up this whole time. I just realized. Alright, so if we try to do this now... Look where you end up. Or no. What? It's still the same. What's going on? This game doesn't make any sense. Well, normally it thinks you're in some kind of rolling ridge area, and you can't actually go back in time here. But for some reason it worked. Despite... Oh well, don't question it. It's just the game being dumb. But it's possible that if you select yes on the save and quit menu, then you'll have to do another kind of roundabout path to get up to this row that you need to reach. Because otherwise there's no way to select this row. Like, if you're inbounds, you obviously can't. And if you're on any other row, you won't be able to anyway. So, yeah. I guess the last thing I have to do is show how to do the manipulation correctly, because I didn't do that before. Oh, that's from after. I'll just stop your sit here. Hello, Maple. Fancy meeting you here. Perfect ember seed count. Okay, actually not. I am gonna need one more. Get to do this again. Yeah, so you can buffer until you actually see the explosion. You only have 2 frames, if I recall correctly, from once the explosion has occurred. Anyway, yeah, so you get the rope and you save. And hard reset in here. Anyhow, Moosh is gone now. Anyway. So now you're gonna harvest the imaginary gash in that. Okay, then you do 1 slash to harvest it, and I'll do one more because the game would pull 1 more RNG value to see what the ring is. So now the RNG should be the same as it would be. So now it's something like 21 slashes. Maybe something like 19 there. And I can have a pastebin, so actually read the pastebin if you don't want me to be all vague and stuff. Also, this doesn't work. Cool. I may just have to direct you to the pastebin. Maybe it doesn't work when I have the portal over here. I doubt it, though. Don't see where that should affect it. Gonna open the debugger. Okay, so it's like FF9 something. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why it didn't work. I'm gonna try that once more, if not I'll just give up on it. Okay, harvest 1 more for the ring. The monkeys! It's the monkeys! It must be the monkeys. I knew it all along. Monkeys ruining my RNG manip. Okay, so... yeah, I'll just direct you to the paste bin. Unless I can... you know... I gotta state it, but... let's see. Now these states, they're all... fine, this'll work. No monkeys in this one. Except it won't work because I'm not off the island. I think it's time to have a bit of fun. Cool, I didn't expect that. Gotta find... wait, where am I? This is not... what? It's like, it says I'm over here, but... what? No, this is not Symmetry City. This is a fake. Oh, cool. Alright, made it back. Okay, that was an adventure. Gonna turn off walkthrough walls now. Let's see. Moosh isn't here anymore. How sad. Gonna fall. It's even hard to reset after getting the rope. Harvest the imaginary cash in that. Guess I should save state here. That was like 16 slashes. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, okay. So it's more like 21 slashes. I don't have to do anything with Vazu here. Yeah, so it was the monkeys that was screwing it up before. Blame the monkeys. Oh, by the way, I was counting the bush as a slash, because when you slash the bush, it's gonna randomly give you an item, so that calls the RNG, so that's like equivalent to one slash. Anyway, what am I doing? Gotta run. Remember to visit the Ember Tree, this will affect the next 100 rupees. Pay Rafton a visit. Talk to Ralph here. Keep spamming seeds. I've got more than enough seeds at this point. I wonder if Ricky might affect the RNG. Because like every time Ricky hops, he calls the RNG, so... I mean, it probably doesn't really affect it, like, if you're not actually on Ricky, but I wonder if it would. Anyway. So the next 100 rupees are right about here. If you didn't visit the Ember Tree screen, you would get the 100 rupees here. But instead, or actually, I might be wrong on that. I probably am. Anyway, as it is, you get the 100 rupees here. Let me save state. So it should be like 5 slashes that you do while you're running and jumping, so that they don't actually cost any time. Yeah, there it is, bam. Now you go talk to Ricky, go to Tingle, get your seed satchel upgrade, and all that good stuff. So that's basically it for Oracle of Ages. I wish I had saved the state at Veran, but looks like I didn't. So I guess that does it for the tutorial. I don't know if that was actually any help. I mean, yeah, it wasn't exactly aimed at beginners. But I'm sure it could help at least. So yeah, thanks for watching, that does it.